Hello everyone and welcome to the Roseville Ice Arena for CTN's coverage of the Section 7 AA Girls Hockey Quarterfinals. In the first round, the number 4 seeded team from North Wright County will host the number 5 seed Champlain Park Coon Rapids Fighting Bluebirds. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro here, and Howie, what you would expect from a 4-5 matchups, two teams very evenly matched, and this one could go to the very last second.
I'm excited for this one. This one should promise to be a really good contest. And when I talked to Coach Gutterman earlier, he said, sure, the one team we haven't played and I haven't seen is the team that we open with. But he's pretty excited. He thinks they match up really well with them.
Well, we'll talk a lot more about the strength of schedule. North Wright County playing in a conference that very few conferences are stronger than the Northwest Suburban, but they in their conference have to deal with Wayzata, Minnetonka, and number 2 ranked Edina twice each season. So they are a battle-tested team. And for Coon Rapids, Champlain Park, one of their best seasons since the co-op. This is the 5th season of the coupling between the two teams, and they really want to get over this hump tonight and for the first time get into the second round.
Yeah, and they're looking at this game as a really good opportunity to do that. They've been playing really well, and they've been tested just like North Wright County as well. So this is an opportunity today for the Bluebirds to come in and get that first win.
North Wright County is going to have a little stronger offense overall. For the Champlain Park Rapids Fighting Bluebirds, the offense goes as Molly Terabeza goes. It's been that way all season.
Molly's had a phenomenal season, 16 goals, 21 assists, and she's not the only girl obviously that can score, but she's really the leader out there on the ice, and so they're going to look to her tonight to try and get that playoff win, and they're going to look to work her inside and see what she can do as far as getting something in close.
And Champlain Park Coon Rapids going to have a little better depth of scoring, but the top couple of girls for the Riverhawks are very impressive. Peterson with 40 points during the regular season.
Yeah, 22 goals, 18 assists, and she's really strong. She uses her body to get in close to the net, so the Bluebirds are going to have to try and keep her away from being inside, but she is really strong, and they don't want her down low.
Well, what matters, what has happened to this point in the season no longer matters. Now it's the playoffs. It's win or go home. The Riverhawks and the Bluebirds take to the ice next on CTN. Back at the Roseville Arena, just about ready to drop the puck between the number 4 seed North Wright County team and the number 5 seed from Champlain Park Coon Rapids. Abby Ness for the Bluebirds against Annika Walters, and the opening faceoff won by Champlain Park Coon Rapids. Kylie Scott played off the puck there by Sydney Peterson, trying to work her way back out front, poked to the corner and flipped around by Scott. Finnerty keeps it in at the blue line, hops over the stick of Peterson, and that did escape the zone, so we'll have it offside.
We talked about the fact that they play in a tough conference through the Riverhawks, and they're not intimidated at this level, certainly, and even against a team, certainly like the Bluebirds. So this will be really a good contest, and I think momentum is going to be really important here, and who can develop it quickly.
Kennedy Bolander bringing it up from the back end. Flips it into the zone, turned around by Eva Nelson. She was trapped, got it to the line, kept in by Bolander. Down low, Finnerty can't catch up with it. Terabeza trying to get it back deep, bounced away and back out to center ice. Kylie Scott tracked closely by Peterson, will take it behind the net. Scott off the boards, out of the reach of Ness. Terabeza tips it along into the Riverhawks end. Champlain Park Coon Rapids gets a line change. Long pass ahead, bounces away from Hanson, turned around by the Bluebirds. Qualley working her way back in. Everybody stays on side. Qualley tried to send it out front. That hit his skate. Del Castillo out to the line for Julian. Back to Del Castillo. Down low. Qualley lets it go. McKenzie got it back to her. The centering attempt was broken up. And now the play chases out to center ice. Right in front of the Bluebirds bench. Kicked back to Nola Milton. That one off the skate of Julian. Qualley backhands it toward the Riverhawks blue line. Turning with it is Keono. That pass off the skate, high in the air. Shelby Julian trying to play it off the boards. Did get through to Qualley. She sweeps it in deep. Emma Strauss, first one there for the Bluebirds, waiting for support. She chips it back in behind where it's recovered by Dahlheimer. Long up the boards out to center. Scott's pass through center was deflected up into the girders. And we'll have a face-off at center ice.
I was talking to Coach Olson of Wright North. There's you see. Go ahead, Joe. Talk about the brackets.
To look at the brackets, Maple Grove, the number 1 seed, a 6-0 winner over Iredale. They will get the winner of today's contest. And then the bottom half of the bracket, it's number 2 Rogers taking on number 7 Mounds View and number 3 Centennial Spring Lake Park against number 6 Osseo Park Center. That'll be the nightcap here at Roseville Ice Arena on quarterfinal Saturday. Briley Del Castillo trying to weave through traffic. Dahlheimer knocked it off her stick. Now in deep, Weiland gives chase. Scott trying to turn away from her along the end boards. Pinched up in the far corner. Scott sweeps it along to Del Castillo. Ahead on the near side for Kyla Ketting. Ketting into the offensive end. A shot gloved by the right hand of the keeper, Jaden Weiser.
There's head coach Todd Gutterman, and we had an opportunity to talk about this, and he was pretty excited about what they want to do. And he said the biggest thing for him is that they have a good goaltender, and we really need to do a good job of solving that tonight.
Off the face-off, Sydney Peterson skates through center with speed, trying to go around the right side, and then flips it toward the net. Poked away by Wastrel. Play continues along the far boards. Good hold there by Chloe Finnerty. Milton pressured by Peterson behind the net. Those two tie up. Puck taken by Gillespie. Gillespie finds some room, plays it out to the point, and that was off the mark for Finnerty, and it'll be chased down all the way back in the Riverhawk zone by Nia Nelson. Tied up in the corner by Tara Beza. Out front is shot by Bolander, turned away by the pad of Weiser. Centering, and Tara Beza fanned on the shot. She was in a great spot, didn't get any wood on it. Easy save for Jaden Weiser that time.
Yeah, she'd like to have that opportunity back, Joe, because she was there right in front of the goaltender, and you're going to see it. She just
right
can't
where
get
you
what she
want
wants on it. And Weiser is a bigger goaltender, and she does a nice job. But I've been told that if you get a good shot to the 5-hole, that's where you want to go.
Well, she is taller. Typically means it takes her that much longer to get to the ice, and the legs are that much longer. But also goofy-handed, full right, backwards, whatever you want to call it for a left-handed goalie who catches with her right. That will definitely throw a shooter off.
Yes.
Back just inside her own blue line. Lily McKenzie's pass hops over the stick of Qualley. Icing waved off, though, as Keono takes it behind her own net. Along the boards for Van Kuyk. Through center, off the stick of Jenna Allen all the way down. Allen right on the hip pocket of Shelby Julian. It's recovered by McKenzie. McKenzie able to flip it out to the center. Stopped up there by Shent. Shent will carry it back in. Tipped off her stick. And back out to center before it's dumped in by Lucy Felling. Riverhawks had to tag up. Scott, long pass to center, deflected ahead by Emma Strauss. Recovered just inside the blue line by Finnerty. Finnerty into the zone, and good pressure near the blue line forced the Hawks off side. They had to go back and change up. Tara Beza tips it through center. It bounced also off Finnerty, so no icing, but it didn't have the legs for it anyway. Tara Beza pressuring, but even Nelson able to keep it away from her. Nelson Pinched to the board now by Terabeza. Puck played out to center. Dumped back in deep by Kylie Scott. Far side, jabbed at by Brooklyn Johnson. Still loose. Briley Del Castillo steps in from the blue line. Gets it through one pair of skates, but stopped up there by Keono, who gets it back out to center. And now dumped in deep by Danny Weiland as the Riverhawks get a line change. Good fast pace to this contest early on. Good stick check there by Lily Gillespie, trying to feed it down the boards for Walters in the corner. Walters has a couple of Bluebirds there with her. Got it to Gillespie walking out front. She tried to go upstairs and missed high over the net. Gillespie able to win it back along the boards. Held in at the blue line. That shot deflected. Didn't make it through. Bolander flips it off the backhand, off the boards. Held in at the line by Brooke Brown. Champlain Park Coon Rapids finally able to jam it out to center, but quickly turned around again by Keono. Keono with speed down the right side. Lost the handle as she got into the corner. Now pinned there by Briley Del Castillo. Kylie Scott had it momentarily. She was rubbed off it. Annika Walters continues on into the near corner, out to the point for Finnerty. Finnerty's pass deflected toward Peterson. Peterson was well marked and couldn't catch up. This one played the length of the ice. Long skate for Terabeza, trying to beat out the icing, but cannot do so. Face-off back in the Champlain Park Coon Rapids end. 10:25 to play in the opening period.
Yeah, fair amount of pressure by the Riverhawks down here. And the Bluebirds decided let's get rid of the puck, get it down ice, and regroup and start down at your end again. There's head coach Kaylin Olson. You know, she said what we need to do is we have to play fast here tonight. And you can see with their speed, in an opportunity, they've got some skaters who can stick handle well and get to the net.
Riverhawks able to dump it in deep. Kylie Scott able to win possession. Tried to cut out front, knocked off her stick. Scoring opportunity off the right pad of Madeline Wastrel.
Oh, great opportunity for the Riverhawks there as the puck was turned over in the Bluebirds' end.
Scott swings it up the near side. Brianna Qualley. Pass was behind Brooke Del Castillo. Del Castillo had it tipped away from her by Van Kuyk. Play continues, hacked at, whacked at, and finally played in on net by Jenna Allen. The save made, and this one cleared all the way down. We'll have another icing and another face-off in the Bluebirds' end.
You know, right now early on, it's the North Wright County doing a good job of putting pressure down in the Bluebirds' end. You see it there, just trying to maneuver up ice, and a good opportunity there for the Riverhawks.
Face off to the right of Maddie Wastrel, won by Abby Ness. Swung around far side, Brooklyn Johnson. Off the skates of Bolander, out to center, hammered right back in by Keono. Shelby Julian will sweep it around behind. Bolander will play it back up the near board. Stepping in on it is Brown. Tried to center, only blue jerseys there. Julian trying to get through the middle. Terabeza was tied up and couldn't get to it. Continues to pressure Keono back into her own end. Ness holding along the boards, kicking at it. Kennedy Bolander able to hold. Terabeza toward the net, poking at it, bouncing around, still loose. Cleared but not out. Bolander goes high blocker, shoved to the corner by the waffle of Weiser. Out to the point, Julian dumps it back in deep. Brooklyn Johnson pressured along the boards. Her pass intercepted. Skating with it is Tawny Dahlheimer. Out to center. Moves it across for Weiland. The shot from a ways out. Stick save up and out of play for Maddie Wastrel.
And that puck's really out of play. It's caught in the netting behind the glass. So we're going to have to get a new puck out on the ice.
Well, Coon Rapids down one of their top players early on. Looks like Lily McKenzie is hampered by some sort of injury, and certainly hope it's nothing serious. She's able to return, but has missed the last couple of shifts. Brooke Del Castillo behind her own net, poked at by Peterson, played out to center, right back in, and that's offside. And good effort by Brooke Del Castillo, at least to clear the zone for the Fighting Bluebirds.
Yeah, speaking of the Del Castillos, we have a shout out to Grandpa Mike and Grandma Roberta and Aunt Missy, who are watching us, Joe, all the way from Alabama.
Well, hopefully no one gave them a spoiler alert, as we're not able to do it live because it is section tournament time.
I let the family know. But thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
Riverhawks able to get it back out to center. Coon Rapids, Champlain Park trying to regroup. Kylie Scott pressured by Gillespie. Able to hold on to it. That pass bounced away from Qualley Peterson. Nearly got it back from Walters. That doesn't work. Qualley able to play it all the way down. Icing waved off. As Josie Van Kuyk gets there first. Pressured by Strauss behind the net. They'll break out near side. Peterson to center. Briley Del Castillo couldn't quite get the poke check there. Turned over again at the blue line. Peterson trying to make it through some traffic and then went off a skate. And there's Lily McKenzie.
Yep.
So apparently she is back in action, and she has been a great addition for this Bluebirds team. Just a sophomore, 14 points, 7 goals, 7 assists. Penalty upcoming. It's going to be a trip against the Riverhawks, and Champlain Park Coon Rapids will get the first advantage of the night.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Bluebirds here as they get a chance to go on the power play first. There you see the trip. So they will have the skater advantage here for the next 2 minutes.
Champlain Park Coon Rapids 25% on the power play this season. The Riverhawks 87.1% on the PK, so very good at killing them off. Cross to Ness. Her shot is blocked by Brooke Brown. Bolander with possession behind the net. Up top for Kylie Scott. Scott looking down low. Ness has to regather it off the boards. Trying to slip it out front, and she's tied up well. They play it around, and that's too far, and play will have to come back to center. One fresh set of legs on the ice for the Riverhawks. Scott's pass, Tara Beza, shot, rebounder, goal! Kennedy Bolander on the doorstep, puts it home, and puts the Bluebirds on the board first.
Right place, right time, and a nice shot by Tara Beza. Weiser couldn't bring it in, and there's the rebound. The Bolander, she's right there to poke it home, giving the Bluebirds the 1-0 lead here with 6:26 remaining here in the first period. Nice goal, good setup, and Bluebirds they're on the board first here today.
Well, and with two very evenly matched teams, staying out of the penalty box could be the difference. Bluebirds right back on the attack. That shot from McKenzie probably headed wide, but Weiser grabs onto it to get a faceoff. I'm sorry, Lily McKenzie, just a freshman. I think I said she was a sophomore. A freshman. And she has had a nice season.
Yes, she has.
Gillespie able to skate it out to center. Bluebirds able to wrest her of the puck, but she gets in a takeaway right back at center ice. Gillespie trying to find some speed, dumps it in deep. Walters there near side, and it kicked back by Julian. Julian able to get past Peterson. Qualley kicks it out to center. Gillespie will send it right back in for the Riverhawks. Shelby Julian out of the far corner. Long pass lofted through center, interrupted by Kiono. Loose puck picked up by Qualley. She plays it in deep, and they'll get a line change. Brown behind her own net. Pass was in the skates of Van Kuyk, trying to regroup and stay away from Brooklyn Johnson. She clears it out to center. Kylie Scott just on her side of the red line. That pass was deflected, so should not have been icing, but the referees did not see the deflection, so it will. And play will resume after a puck drop to the left of Champlain Park Coon Rapids netminder Maddie Wastrel.
Again, the Riverhawks, they want strong play in front of the net. We're going to see them try and do this here, not on the Bluebird end.
Wastrel, just a freshman for the Bluebirds as well, has split time with senior Sam Boucher all season. Has recorded a little bit better goals against and saves percentage, as well as record at the end of the year, but Boucher did see more shots in her time in net. Champlain Park Coon Rapids able to again get a steal deep in their own end. Tara Beza bounces it to herself, draws the penalty, and the power play that just paid off will get another chance here late in this first period. Great individual effort by Molly Terabeza.
Well, you talked about it, Joe. The team that stays out of the box less may have the advantage here now. And there you can see the obvious penalty here with you've got a scorer like Terabeza moving in towards the net. So now a couple of minutes again on the power play for the Bluebirds, an opportunity to see if they can increase their lead here.
Win the face-off. Nola Milton in control on the mid-boards. A shot off the glove of Weiser and poked out to center by Peterson. Strauss will send it in deep. First one there is Finnerty. Up the boards, held there by McKenzie. Played back to Strauss. Down low, bounces away from Del Castillo. Recovered by McKenzie. McKenzie behind the net. Had a poke checked away, recovered by Qualley. Qualley will take it behind. Flips it out front, out to the point, and handcuffed Milton, and she'll have to regroup at center ice. Cross for McKenzie. McKenzie pressured, shorthanded there by Van Kuyk. And the Bluebirds, out of desperation a little bit, have to clear their own zone on the power play.
Yeah, good pressure there by the Riverhawks as they're able to limit what they wanted to do and try and keep that puck down in the Bluebird end.
Bolander turns away from the pressure by Dahlheimer. Her team getting a line change behind her, drops it off for Brooklyn Johnson. A snapshot that misses high and wide. Ness will recover off the near boards. Drops it off for Kylie Scott. She lost the handle a little bit. Will stay away from the stick check of Finnerty. Take it back behind for Bolander. Bolander looking out front. That's deflected and bounces. Kept in at the line by Terabeza. Finnerty will flip it behind. Even Nelson waits. Tried to saucer at the length. It was knocked down with a high stick by Abby Ness. So we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the Champlain Park Coon Rapids. And 14 seconds remaining on the power play.
You talked about the percentage of the penalty kill for the North Wright County squad. And the Bluebirds able to score in that first opportunity, but as you mentioned, just 14 seconds away from trying to kill this second power play off.
Face-off win by the Riverhawks. Played across, shot, stick saved by Wastrel. Bolander has Jenna Allen right with her. Pass ahead, couldn't be controlled by Brooklyn Johnson, and it's going to be sent in deep again by Finnerty. That'll do it for the penalty to Brown, so North Wright County able to kill that one off and allow just the one shot on goal. Good hold along the boards by Jenna Allen, and that had taken away by Scott. She'll swing it around, held near side by Finnerty. Bounces away from Van Kuyk, recovered in the corner by Allen. She's pressured there by Scott. They tie up, kicked free by Scott. Play continues. Terabeza can't get it out. Hansen hammers it back in. 2-on-1. Pass behind Terabeza. Has to slow down for it. Her team getting a line change. She's attacking 1-on-5. And Weiser will just drop it off as they've got numbers. Long pass ahead. Did not click with Jenna Allen, but will not go all the way down. Shelby Julian trying to circle out of her own end. Gillespie nearly robbed it cleanly. Gets it out front. Turnaround shot blocked by Briley Del Castillo. Peterson can't slow her down. That pass floated out to center, was well behind Qualley, and it's turned around by Brown. Julian will play it back behind her own net. Last 90 seconds of the first period. Flip toward the net. Julian catches it in her skates. Will reverse out of the reach of Del Castillo. Gillespie there. She dumps it back in the corner for Walters. Walters behind the Champlain Park Coon Rapids end. Along the boards, will dump it back in deep where Gillespie waits. Gillespie out to the point for Brown. Her shot deflected by Qualley. McKenzie will sail it out. Even Nelson knocks it down. Takes it back behind. Another line change for Champlain Park Coon Rapids as Emma Olson pressures down low. Ness gets it down to Tara Beza, trying to play it out front, and stopped up with the stick and then covered by Jaden Weiser.
Yeah, Weiser had to look down and realize, hey, there's the puck. I mean, it was put on an interesting angle from Tara Beza, but she was able to direct it in front of the net.
Well, we saw in the last game we did, she scored one from below the goal line. And it went off the goaltender's stick, so maybe that was with purpose, knowing that her team was still not in the zone off the line change. Speed into the corner. Van Kuyk and Bolander both hit the ice. Trying to work her way out front was Allen. It was poked free by Scott. Backhand by Van Kuyk didn't make it through. Bolander fanned on the pass attempt and chips it off the boards. Turned around there by Keono. Scott's pass taken back by Van Kuyk. Tara Beza had Allen all locked up, and Scott plays it in deep down to the final 10 seconds. Keono swings it around, kept in there. Chance for Brooklyn Johnson, glove save. And holding for it is Weiser, and that really Champlain Park Coon Rapids should get about 2.5 seconds put back on the clock, and Coach Gutterman is asking for it. It looks like they're going to make an adjustment because it definitely ticked down. CPCR has pulled the goaltender. See how much time they put back on. Yeah, you don't want to go over about 4 seconds, because that would give North Wright County an opportunity to win the draw and actually get the puck the length of the ice. I mean, if it's 16 seconds, as it says right now, there's no way you're going to play without your netminder.
No, now they're changing it. 1.6 maybe?
Well, now we went backwards. 0.1,
yeah,
1.6.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
A lot of point in time. I thought they would have got a little more than that. No chance to get a shot on goal, but the power play tally by Kennedy Bolander has Coon Rapids Champlain Park in the driver's seat. It's 1-0 after 1. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 2A Girls Hockey Quarterfinals. Back at the Roseville Ice Arena, Champlain Park Coon Rapids, the lower seed, looking for the minor upset in the 4-versus-5 quarterfinal. Wright County had the early opportunities, but once Champlain Park Coon Rapids really got going, they spent a fair amount of time in the North Wright County end and outshot the Riverhawks a little better than 2-1. Kennedy Bolander cashing in on a rebound on the first power play of the contest. That came at 10 minutes and 34 seconds. And that is the only marker up there so far.
They've played well, and as you mentioned, they're out shooting them 15-7 here in period number 1. And I think Coach Gutterman will have to be happy with 15 shots in that first period, and they've had their opportunities. But you're right, the Riverhawks early on had some nice opportunities in front of the Bluebirds' net, but couldn't get anything to get to the back of it. So coming out here, it's obviously a slim 1-0 lead, and as you know as well as I do, winner goes on, loser goes home.
Yeah, the winner will be back here on Tuesday night to take on the top seeded Maple Grove Crimson. A little extra motivation for the Bluebirds, whose former coach, Jim Coltis, is the signal caller for the Maple Grove squad too. So they'd like to have now too. So they would like to have a chance at redemption at their former coach in the semifinals. But a lot of hockey left to be played. 17 down, 34 minutes more on the way. You're watching CTN's coverage of Section 7 4A Girls Hockey Quarterfinals. drives and scores. Picked him off. Beautifully done. Breakaway shot goal. Just like that. Champlin Park, Coon Rapids, Fighting Bluebirds. All smiles as they return to the ice for period number 2, up 1-0. But still a lot of hockey to play.
Well, and you know, they did a fairly decent job of controlling most of the action in that first period, looking to do that again here in period number 2. You know, Riverhawks, we talked about the competition that they play. They beat Minnetonka. I think it was in overtime. You know, they lost to Edina a couple of times. They also play Wayzata. That's a tough conference. So, you know, they're coming in here as a pretty seasoned team as well, used to really good competition.
Yeah, they tied Wayzata first time, lost to them 4-0 last time they met. They come into the playoffs. They had lost 3 in a row and 6 of their last 8. But again, all of those losses were to teams in the top 10. They were 7-1-1 in the month of December. Their only loss to a number 9 Benilde St. Margaret's team, and then also the tie. Ooh, great setup, but the shot just didn't go, and then deflected through traffic, and somehow Wastrel able to track it and put it in her glove.
Boy, I'm not sure. There was a lot of bodies in front of the net there. How sure she was able to bring it into her glove, but nonetheless, good opportunity
great
there.
One-touch pass and just kind of handcuffed Annika Walters in towards her skate a little bit. Ness plays it off the boards out to center. It was played with a high stick, but then it was touched after that by North Wright County. That's not the way.
Not the way they write it up.
It's not the way the referee saw it.
Well, he's talking to Coach Gutterman too, giving him some sort of
because Coach Gutterman's asking
him
exactly that. Well,
yep.
Sure, they played it with a high stick, but
he doesn't buy it. He doesn't buy it.
Well, and referees are human.
They are.
He looked over to his partner to confirm the high stick when it was touched by the Riverhawks, and then turned back to see the puck be touched by the Bluebirds. No question on that one. That's an easy icing call.
Yeah. I guess they were looking to trying to spring somebody, but that pass was way past everyone.
Gillespie trying to get it out front. Peterson lurking in the slot. Now comes down to pressure the puck. She's tied up with Scott. Puck came free to the Riverhawks. Now Champlin Park Coon Rapids able to force it out to center. Brooke Del Castillo into the zone. Leaned on by Gillespie. They continue to battle. Del Castillo behind the net trying to avoid even Nelson. Puck comes free to Peterson. Peterson flips it high through the legs of Gillespie on the near side. Poked at by Kylie Scott, able to gain control, and Scott will skate it into the zone. Goes into the left-hand corner, trying to out-battle a couple of Riverhawks. Lily McKenzie there to give support, pinned against the boards now. McKenzie will swing it down low where it's recovered by Finnerty. Her pass deflected by Del Castillo, then hopped away from Julian, and now played all the way down by Lily Gillespie, and another easy icing call for our officiating staff.
Fresh bodies on the ice, getting the puck down the length and clear things in their own zone. They'll take the face off back in their end to get that kind of clear path, and also get some additional players or fresh players on the ice.
Strauss trying to play it back to the point. Milton jammed it back down low to her. Behind the net is Adrian Hansen. She was tied up with Ketting. Riverhawks able to break it out on the far side. Jenna Allen getting into the zone, chips it across, a shot, and the save by Wastrel. Another chance, blocker save by Wastrel. Ketting recovers for Champlain Park Coon Rapids. Her pass deflected by Hansen, turned around and sent back in by Keono. Not able to get it in. It's stopped up along the boards. Dug free by Allen. She plays it across. Hansen will carry it in. Hansen stops up in the corner. Looks for help. Keono back to Hansen. Was in her skates. Now poked down deep. That clear attempt came up high and hit Emma Olsen. She's a little shaken up and goes to the ice. That'll draw the whistle. I believe it was deflected off of her own stick and came up and maybe caught her underneath the face mask.
Well, she says she's okay, so that's good. Just a little stunned at first. Let's see if we can see it again here. Yeah, right off her stick, and
not sure where it got her.
I couldn't see where it hit her.
Bluebirds win the drop, played across and out. Sent right back in deep by Nelson. Briley Del Castillo lost it along the boards. Good pressure from Wright County. Finnerty gets it back down low. Center shot. And a save. No indication. The Riverhawks were ready to celebrate.
Nope.
And a wave off as Wastrel able to jump back on it as it got behind her.
Coach Olsen not happy, looking to the officials saying she's coming right down to the bench. Oh, we have an overhead camera, I believe, don't we?
No.
No, I thought we did. Eric Strauss told me we did. He lied to me.
They're here. They were just not made available to our technical staff. Take another look at it. The pass out front, good one-timer. Wastrel got a piece of it. Scurried for it. You see Bolander in there as well. Another look at it.
Oh, it was right
and it
there.
looks like Wastrel, after she hopped on top of it, kind of slid inside. It wasn't Bolander, it was Briley Del Castillo. But it was very close, but according to our official, not all the way across that line. So it will continue with Champlain Park Coon Rapids having that 1-0 lead. Walking in, Finnerty is shot, save, and covered for Maddie Wastrel.
Yeah, right in the midsection of Wastrel. Relatively easy save for her. She's able just to cover up on it. But a good job taking the puck away in the Bluebird zone and getting that opportunity.
Gillespie out of the corner. It's deflected, but got through to the point. The shot deflected wide by Waters. Back behind the net, Kylie Scott gets there. Pass ahead for Emma Strauss at the blue line. She got it out. Riverhawks collapse on her, but got it to Brooke Del Castillo. Del Castillo bumped at center, maintains her balance, gets into the zone. Down the left wing side. Stops up in the corner. Double team comes. Help comes from Emma Strauss. Del Castillo behind the net. Still pressured there by Nelson. Plays it out to the point. Scott tried to get it back in deep. Rejected by Finnerty. And the Riverhawks get it out to center. Milton sends it back in. And Champlain Park Coon Rapids offside. And that will draw the whistle. A face-off outside the North Wright County blue line.
So they're
going to take it all the way back down.
No. What did they say? Did they call
intentional?
It intentional? Okay.
Oh, they are going to call it
icing. I thought that's what I saw was icing, but you've forgotten more about hockey than I'll ever know. So I lean towards your decision.
A chance off the faceoff, backhand stop by Wastrel. Champlain Park Coon Rapids able to clear the zone, circling with it and getting it back in was Brown, but Champlain Park Coon Rapids right back out. Kylie Scott winds, her shot disrupted. Now North Wright County with numbers, but that pass deflected, didn't get out of the zone. Brooklyn Johnson is run over, no call, and we will get the call from the back official, and Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, another chance on the power play. They were 1 for 2 in the first period.
Dangerous situation now for the Riverhawks here. Got forced into Gee on the kill. Already down 1-0. There you're going to see, yeah, definitely a penalty. There's no question about that.
North Wright County attacking shorthanded. Van Kuyk pushes it in deep. Peterson first one there. Pressured along the end board by Scott. She stays in control along the boards. Pinned up, lost the handle. Scott trying to work her way out. Peterson nearly able to pick her pocket. Tara Beza trying to get it to Johnson, but that was interrupted. Johnson has it now, can't get into the zone. Ness will dump it in deep. Nelson plays it off the glass all the way back to the other end. Nola Milton will take it from Wastrel. Long pass, center ice. Bolander couldn't control. Icing waved off. Johnson looking to center, but that's taken away by Nelson. Held at the line by Milton. Nelson another chance to clear. That was slowed, but got out. Milton kicking it, sweeps it back to Lily McKenzie. McKenzie will skate through center. Cross ice into the zone along the left wing. Looking to center, went off the skate of Brianna Qualley, recovered by Strauss in the far corner. 45 seconds left on the power play. That pass got past Del Castillo. Milton jams it back in and now sent the length of the ice by Eva Nelson.
Yeah, they're finally able to send it down the length of the ice. The Bluebirds kept it in tight and in their end.
McKenzie's pass taken away. Backhand shot saved by Wastrel and Jenna Allen. That puck's bouncing and rolling on her. Nearly had a golden opportunity.
Yeah, she just couldn't settle the puck.
Bluebirds just clear this one, take the icing. A face-off back in their end with 9 seconds left on the power play.
Not the way this power play wanted to go here for the Bluebirds.
Have not had a shot on goal.
Nope.
Johnson can't get out of the zone. Poked away by Brooke Brown. Johnson has it right back. Has Bolander with her. Pass in the skates. Bolander a backhand gloved by Weiser. That one was maybe high and wide anyhow, but it'll get a face-off in the North Wright County end. The penalty is over, so
The puck behind her a little bit, just couldn't get what she wanted to on it.
face-off win by the Riverhawks. Played up the boards and jammed out by Van Kuyk. Bolander chops it back ahead for Ness. Ness able to turn up ice. North Wright County wanted a call as Tara Beza went down with Brooke Brown at center ice. Brown has it now for the Riverhawks, chased by Tara Beza along the boards. Pokes free, Tara Beza, a shot that just misses. Backhand toward the front by Ness, hit the side of the cage. Dug free by Tara Beza, bounces off away from her. Jenna Allen turns up ice for the Riverhawks. Allen will get it into the zone, trying to get around Scott, centering out front. Couldn't connect with Van Kuyk, who was there at the top of the crease. Tara Beza trying to track it down, pressuring Walters. Walters able to gain control behind her own net. Ran into Lily McKenzie. Reverses course down low to Finnerty. Chloe Finnerty gets it to Peterson. She sweeps it out to center where it's recovered by Gillespie. Gillespie will get into the Bluebirds' end. Swept off her stick by Kylie Scott. Recovered in the corner. Gillespie out to the point. Finnerty back to Gillespie. It skipped away from her. Peterson drops it off for Gillespie. Back to Peterson out front. And fanning on the one-time chance was Walters. Walters. Walters has another chance. That shot hit Bolander in the midsection. She tried to sweep it up. Walters intercepts. Scott Skipped it past Gillespie and then was taken down out front, and fanning out it is Peterson on the one-timer.
Yeah, Peterson was right there too.
Peterson down low, chopped away by Scott. Recovered by Gillespie, out to the point for Nelson. Her shot through traffic, turned away by Wastrel. Cardinals, Bluebirds rather, still can't clear. Here's Brianna Qualley, able to get it out to center and at least force the Riverhawks to tag up. Down the near side comes Keono. Out of the reach of Bolander, stops up, tries to center, bouncing puck in the slot, swept wide by Dahlheimer. Kylie Scott tied up, got it to the blue line, but not out. Set back in deep by Brown. Swings around to the near side. And now Bolander finally able to get it all the way down. And Gillespie came out to, or Weiser rather, came out to play it, and I'm not sure. That probably would have had the steam to make it another icing call. Instead, end-to-end goes Brooke Brown, trying to drop it off and didn't have the angle. Taken away by Strauss, and then her pass intercepted by Dahlheimer. Steele inside the Bluebirds' end. Out to the point, Keono. She'll go back to the boards and get it in deep. Shelby Julian, pressured low by Dahlheimer. Kicked free by Weiland. Turns around, tried to get it deep, hacked out to center ice by Nola Milton, and sent right back in by Eva Nelson.
Well, they're doing a really nice job of keeping the pressure down in the Bluebirds' end.
Milton's pass across didn't connect, taken off the boards by Hansen. Hansen trying to play it back. Strauss gets it to the line, but held there by Finnerty. Circling in the corner is Van Kuyk. Out to Finnerty at the point. Finnerty will take the shot. Wastrel makes the save. She's hog-piled by players in front of the net. We've got a penalty coming up as it's finally touched up, and I think North Wright County going to get their first opportunity with the advantage. A chance for them to tie the contest. Emma Olsen going to the box for the hold.
Again, you see a lot of pressure.
Watch this is where it comes in.
Yep.
Olsen just driving Adrian Hansen on top of her own goalkeeper.
Right in front of the official. So it was a perfect call from there because they could see it from a great angle. And now the Riverhawks with the skater advantage, see if they can even the score up.
Champlain Park, Coon Rapids able to clear it right away. North Wright County 21.9% on the power play. Champlain Park, Coon Rapids just a tick under 80% penalty kill. Nelson will establish the zone for North Wright County, staying out of the reach of Bolander down behind the net. Stops up now. And we'll play it low for Sydney Peterson. Peterson's pass slowed and taken by Bolander. Bolander will send it all the way down for Weiser to play.
Doing a good job. The first two times down the ice, Bluebirds able to clear the puck.
Eva Nelson with speed from behind her own net. Down the right wing, leaves it off for Peterson. Walking in, drops it off for Finnerty. Finnerty, a shot, that's deflected. Turnaround chance for Weiland was deflected up over the net. Peterson recovers in the far corner. Up for Gillespie. Gillespie, a shot through traffic right into the midsection of Maddie Wastrel, and she'll hold for the faceoff.
One of the keys for Coach Olsen, so we've got to push a lot of pucks at the net, and they've certainly done here that so in the last number of minutes.
Well, 5:12 remaining in this second period, and it has been a more defensive period than period number one.
Yep.
Not as many good opportunities for either team, but definitely most of the action dictated by the team in white. Good hold at the blue line by Allen, gets it down low, then got it back and had it taken away by Kylie Scott. Scott wants to skate with it. Now across for Brooklyn Olsen. Or Johnson. Johnson into the zone, turns away towards the slot, lost the handle. It's recovered by Jenna Allen. Allen across, that pass behind Hansen, had to wait for it, but we'll get into the zone. Just a couple seconds left, that's back out, and that should do it for the penalty to Emma Olsen. So one shot on the power play for North Wright County. This one Played across and just a little too much. That'll be icing. If that, if you had waited one more half second, you would have had Emma Olsen all alone behind the defense coming out of the penalty box.
Yeah, she immediately headed towards the net once she came out of the box. Just couldn't get it to her on her stick.
4:26 left in the second period. Champlain Park Coon Rapids, a 1-goal lead. Kennedy Bolander, a power play tally in the first period. Champlain Park Coon Rapids outshot the Riverhawks 15-7 in the first period, and I would be surprised if it were not something similar in the opposite way here in the second. That one deflected up and into the rafters, so we'll get a face-off and a whistle and a face-off from the Coon Rapids Champlain Park end. Maddie Wastrel has played well. The defense has blocked a lot of shots, deflected a lot of shots as well, but good period offensively for North Wright County. Have kept the action down at this end and have gotten a couple of good scoring chances. Emma Strauss trying to get around the corner on Keono. Keono able to fight back and force the pass in behind. Qualley out to the line. Julian across for Briley Del Castillo. She sweeps it down into the corner. It's recovered there by Brooke Brown. Brown pressured by Strauss, able to force it out past Del Castillo all the way down. That'll be icing. Face-off back in the North Wright County end with 3:21 to go.
You know, coming into this game, I wasn't sure what kind of offensive output we'd see, but I'm a little surprised it's just a 1-0 lead at this time. Thought there'd be a little more scoring.
Well, it's two teams that are not heavy offenses. Goals per game. Coon Rapids Champlain Park a slight edge at 3.32 to the 2.88 of North Wright County. But that says something about their defense and goaltending.
Right.
To have a 14-10-1 record when you only score 2.88 per game. This one played into the corner. Julian trying to turn to it. She got tied up there with Walters. The Riverhawks fans were asking for interference because of the way Julian turned into her after she dumped it into the corner, but play continues. Takeaway by Abby Ness. She is pressured by Eva Nelson. Comes free to Peterson, tipped away from her and dumped back in deep by Chloe Finnerty. Julian to Tara Beza, flips it out to center. Finnerty puts it back in. Tara Beza can't tip it past Nelson. Riverhawks dump it back in. Peterson first one there in front of Bolander. Bolander able to keep her from turning toward the net. Sent around by Brooklyn Johnson. Stepping in is Brooke Brown. Brown can't get past Abby Ness. Ness had it tipped off of her stick and then got the stick up high, and she's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. And North Wright County another chance on the power play, and that's courtesy of the forecheck by Adrian Hansen right there, able to tip it away and then took the shot up high. Another one that's pretty easy for the officials to call.
Yeah, it is, and now obviously another opportunity with a skater advantage for the Riverhawks.
That's how you scout a team right there.
Oh, I thought somebody gave him 2 minutes. I'm not sure.
You're the number one seed, and you just won 6-0. You want to scout the team that's following you on the ice, and what better place to do it from than the penalty box. Yep. Plus, you get to say hi to one of your former players.
This is very true.
Finnerty, her shot deflected, goes wide. Nelson couldn't hold at the line. Peterson had it tipped away from her by Strauss, recovered and carried in by Danny Weiland. Weiland shoots it up high and over the net. Nelson will hold, pressured by Strauss. She dumps it back in deep. Nola Milton trying to get there in front of Peterson, who plays it back out. Finnerty at the point. Gillespie centers right under the stick of Danny Weiland. Strauss comes down, gets control, plays it behind. Scott able to poke it away from Gillespie and then play it all the way down just over midway through this North Wright County power play. Have yet to put one on goal. Terabeza had it knocked off her stick, had Brooklyn Johnson fresh on the ice, but now numbers for North Wright County back the other way. Played back behind the shot just wide for Jenna Allen. Keono holds. Down for Brown, back to Keono, a blast. That's deflected wide by Van Kuyk. Van Kuyk in a great place for a tip, but tipped it just wide. Under 30 seconds left in the second period, down to the final 10 seconds of the Riverhawks power play, and that breakout disrupted by Molly Terabeza. Out to center, Kylie Scott, and she played that one across the line, and that'll draw the whistle for offsides. 9.5 seconds left in period number 2.
Bluebirds did a really nice job on that penalty kill of not letting the Riverhawks get anything started.
No shots on goal.
None, and they did a really nice job of poking it back down ice and forcing North Wright County to go chase it and bring it back up.
Well, I tell you what, the Riverhawks have had several nice setups in this period for one-timers in grade A scoring spots in the slot that have just, they fanned on them or they sent them just wide, but not a lot of rubber on goal. Maddie Wastrel able to stop everything she's seen so far, but North Wright County trails, but they definitely have the better play in that second period. We'll take a break, be back with second period highlights after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of the Section 7 2A Girls Hockey Playoffs.
City code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the Roseville Ice Arena, it's quarterfinal Saturday in Section 7A. The number 4 and 5 seeds giving it a thrill. Champlain Park Coon Rapids dominated the first period, able to convert on their first power play of the playoffs. Second period dominated by North Wright County.
Yeah,
and just unable to get anything past Maddie Wastrel. This one comes very, very close. But she was able to jump on it before it got across the line, and it was waved off. Champlain Park Coon Rapids not at a lot of good looks at all in that second period. Just 4 shots on goal, and too many of those. Turnovers in the top of the zone, and it's a lot due to lazy plays and things that they know better than to do, especially at this point in the season.
Yeah, 14 shots on net for the Riverhawks, and you're right, though, they definitely controlled that period, and they had so many good opportunities, and Maddie Wastrel's done a really nice job of just keeping them in this score at 0 for North Wright County.
Well, Maple Grove, the number 1 seed, is 6-0 winner in their quarterfinal game against Irondale. They await the winner on Tuesday night. We'll drop the puck on period number 3 from Roseville after this on CTN.
Watching your favorite KIRO Sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Roseville Ice Arena, Howie, it all comes down to this. All the work, all the fun of a hockey season comes down to the final 17 minutes of this section quarterfinal. It's a 1-goal game. One of these teams will be back here on Tuesday night, and one will be packing it up for the year. Champlain Park Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead as we get ready to start. And a face-off won by Annika Walters for North Wright County.
Well, on the Bluebird, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Brooklyn Johnson that swings it in deep.
Okay, the Bluebirds have to play a better period in this third than they did in the second, but still hold on to that 1-0 lead.
Walters' pass out of the reach of Gillespie. Bolander plays it up the boards. It got away from Johnson. The dump-in attempt hit Ness. Trying to walk in with it is Eva Nelson. She's tied up in the corner. Bolander had a piece of it. Kylie Scott able to gain control off the boards. Kept in with a skate of Finnerty. That one off the glove of Gillespie. Into the corner goes Ness. She's bumped. Play continues. Peterson trying to come away with it. That one just went on a tee for Van Kite, but she chopped it into the corner. Johnson's pass, out of the reach of Terabeza. Chopped in deep by Finnerty. That pass didn't connect, and then it got away from Allen out to the line. Keono able to play it in deep. In Coon Rapids, Champlain Park really just hasn't had much control of the puck or any rhythm to their game since the end of the first period.
Well, yeah, and you know, we talked about what one of the keys for Coach Olson was pushing pucks towards the net and hoping for a rebound, and that's what they're looking to do here in this situation, trailing by a goal. But you're right, they haven't had a lot, certainly for the last second period, and so far early here in this third.
Another face-off win for the Riverhawks. Pushed it toward the net, turned away. They continue to keep Champlain Park Coon Rapids bottled up. That one played around. Lily McKenzie had it poked away by Keono. Recovered by Briley Del Castillo. Del Castillo gets it ahead to Brooke Del Castillo. Back to Briley. Briley will dump it in right into the skates of Brooke Brown. She plays it back out. Del Castillo sends it right back in. Bluebirds have to tag up. Nola Milton able to hold along the near boards. Keono behind her own net. Plays it off the boards and out to center. Kylie Scott gets it across. Ketting. That shot blocked away by Brown. Taken out of the corner by Danny Weiland. Can't get past Olson and out of the zone. Kept in by Ketting. That one got past Olson out to center. Sent right back in by Shelby Julian. And maybe geographically the whole building is tilted. And it's actually downhill to our right.
That could be.
Because Champlain Park Coon Rapids right now kind of doing what North Wright County did throughout the whole second period, was just stopping it up in the neutral zone, dumping it back in deep, and just keeping in the second period, North Wright County able to keep Champlain Park Coon Rapids on their heels, and now early on in the third, it looked like the Fighting Bluebirds able to have that kind of territorial advantage.
I'll take out my pocket level and I'll see what the arena levels out at.
Scott spins around, taken down, lost the handle, recovered by Julian. It's off the boards, kept there by Finnerty. Peterson turns around, that shot misses wide into the far corner. Brooklyn Johnson trying to sweep it out to center, but it's held there by Eva Nelson. Scott behind her own net. Her pass knocked down by Peterson behind to Gillespie. Gillespie trying to stay away from Julian. Gets it out to the point for Finnerty. Her shot deflected by Peterson, but ends up off the end glass. Out to the point. That shot missed everything into the corner for Nelson. Julian lost the handle. Peterson behind the net trying to center. That went off the side of the cage. Johnson has it. She lost the handle as she tried to exit the zone. Finnerty knocked to the ice by her own teammate, but able to get it back into the Champlain Park Coon Rapids net. Julian couldn't control that pass, poked ahead to Terabeza out of the zone. Peterson trying to regroup and get in. Knocked off her stick. Brooklyn Johnson tried to slip it ahead to Tara Basil, but that was stopped up by Nelson. Kylie Scott holds strong on the boards, it's Abby Ness, holding strong on the boards and getting it into the zone, but North Wright County able to exit the other side. Another good thought, but the pass in the skates for Jenna Allen. Bounces out where Wastrel can cover it. She does so. We'll get some fresh legs on the ice and a face-off to her left.
Well, see, you're seeing North Wright County do a good job of now, trying to control it down in the Bluebirds' end. Not a lot of shots on goal by obviously either squad here so far in period number 3.
Allen behind the CPCR net. Out to Brown at the point. Her shot stick to the corner by Wastrel. Del Castillo behind for Bolander. Off the board. Strauss has to settle. Gets it to Brooke Del Castillo with speed through center. Down the left wing. Tipped off her stick by Kiono. That battle continues into the corner. Coming to dig it free is Adrian Hansen. Hansen sends it up the boards, held momentarily by Milton, and now swept to the other end. Van Kuyk will race to it in front of Bolander. Van Kuyk kicks it along, gets her stick back on it in the far corner, chopped away by Brooke Del Castillo. Strauss gets it out to center. Her pass across behind Brianna Qualley, recovered by Finnerty for North Wright County. Cross for Nelson, her pass deflected up in the air. Dahlheimer upended. That drew the jeers from the North Wright County fans looking for another opportunity on the power play as Champlain Park Coon Rapids able to force it out to center. Right back in off the stick of Chloe Finnerty. Milton stops up behind her own net, plays it around. Qualley chops it past Finnerty out to center. Nelson recovers in her own zone. Off the boards for Weiland. Weiland down the right side, staying away from Abby Ness. She'll carry along the end line. Poked away from her by Bolander. Played out to the point, a shot through traffic. Wastrel saves and holds.
Yeah, she just watches that one into her midsection on that shot. We've seen a lot of those type of shots here tonight. I should say this afternoon, and then again just going through traffic, and Maddie able to bring that one in.
Off the face-off, Riley Del Castillo ahead to Johnson. Her pass didn't connect as Tara Basil was tied up. Nelson trying to find a way out of her own zone. Had it chopped away by Emma Strauss. Strauss pressures Gillespie. Played behind by for Finnerty. Finnerty off the boards. Peterson had her pass come right back to her. She gloved it down. Strauss gets it to Tara Basil. She will dump it in deep. Finnerty, first one there. Pressure coming. She flips it behind for Nelson. Ahead for Peterson. She connects with Walters, who skates to center. Chopped away from her. Keding had it momentarily. Played all the way down by Finnerty. That'll be icing. And the faceoff coming back to the side of Jaden Weiser.
Well, there you see under 10 minutes remaining, and so far that first period goal by the Bluebirds is holding up. Bolander able to get that one early in that first.
North Wright County able to avoid the pressure, get it out of the zone. Scott forces a turnover at center. She'll lead the rush back to the other end. Kylie Scott deep into the corner on the right side. Will carry it behind. Looked to center and lost the handle. Got it low to Brooke Del Castillo. Taken away from her by Brooke Brown. Lily McKenzie steps in. Out front, and his shot just misses high and wide. Briley Del Castillo overskated it. Trying to battle back. Forced out to center by Van Kuyk. Right back in by Qualley. Tie up in the near corner. Dug free by Hansen. Played behind Kiono. Trying to keep it away from Briley Del Castillo. Up the board it comes for Josie Van Kuyk. She'll retreat back behind her own net. Swing it around for Peterson, who tips it back And here is Van Kuyk with speed, trying to get around Bolander a shot, and that was held on to by Wastrel as they had their leading scorer in Sydney Peterson streaking down the slot looking for a rebound.
Yeah, possible rebound, but that's not a lot on that shot, and Wastrel able to just relatively easily bring it in.
Saw Bolander with a poke check, able to get a piece of the stick and disrupt the shot, and an easy save for Wastrel. Terabeza trying to bounce it out for Brooklyn Johnson. It was taken by Nelson. Poked right back out. Here's an opportunity. Johnson in a race. Finnerty trying to track her down. She spins and sends it straight across the top of the crease. Bolander can't hold it. It's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Danny Weiland down the left side will take the shot. Blocker saved by Wastrel. Weiland recovers in the corner. She's pinned there to the board by Julian. Ness able to get it to the blue line and out. Sent right back in by Eva Nelson. Julian waits, looks up the near board for Terabeza. She couldn't handle it. Loose puck comes to center. Terabeza trying to catch back up with it. That pass didn't click. Abby Ness, not sure how she didn't get a penalty there. She spun Weiland around and took her down.
I was watching the official. I thought for sure they were going to call her for one.
Terabeza able to pick the pocket of Walters, get it in deep, so CPCR can get a line change under 7.5 to play. Strauss couldn't quite come up with a steal, but Qualley does just inside the blue line. Down low, puts the shot on the save by Weiser. Peterson able to get around Scott. Will lead the 2-on-1 across, back, and it was in too close to her skates. She had a wide open net, but could not redirect.
She certainly did. That was a great shot.
Out front, Gillespie a chance, misses high. Peterson able to regain control. And now Strauss out to center. Pass across was deflected. Turned right back out by the Riverhawks. Scott will send it right back in. Circling with it is Brooke Brown. And that one deflects up and out of play. We'll have a face-off at center ice. Another look at the 2-on-1. Well played, Gillespie. Just got that one a little too tight for Peterson, and she couldn't redirect.
Yeah, again, that was their great opportunity, their best opportunity, I think, here to tie this game up.
Well, we talked about it. They had a number of good setups in that second period, but the one-timers just didn't quite click, whether they were fired wide or fanned on or not getting quite enough on those shots. They have set up to create those good scoring chances, but have not been able to capitalize. That probably their best of the night. This shot by Nelson was deflected and then stopped by Wastrel. McKenzie trying to sweep it up the boards. That was jammed up by Brown. Comes out to the line. Finnerty through traffic, and Wastrel will cover it up for the faceoff.
Yeah, just pushing something towards the front of the net, and not a lot on it, but Wastrel smartly making sure that she covered it and gets the faceoff and gets some fresh skaters for both clubs out on the ice.
She'll take that shot from 60 feet away with nobody in front of her, especially when there's not a lot on the shot.
Exactly.
I guarantee she's had a couple of few moments as she's turned to see that one-timer, and the setup was there, but the shot never came. That shot deflected off of Del Castillo, played back out front, but just out of the reach of Annika Walters. Toward the front of the net, rejected by Bolander. Finnerty. That shot blocked. That one's not going to get out either. Walters leaves it for Finnerty, sweeps it on the backhand over to Gillespie, centers into the slot. That's taken away by Brooke Del Castillo. The pass across in front of Qualley. Qualley takes it off the board, will get it in deep and give chase. Qualley out front, shot, one-timer, and the huge save by Weiser. Emma Strauss in a great position, and got good contact, but Weiser is there to make the save and keep it a one-goal game.
Huge.
That's the best scoring opportunity CPCR has had, except for the goal they scored back in the first period. Peterson pushes it along, trying to get it back to her, and the pass didn't click. Hammered the length of the ice. That'll be icing. 4:49 left in this third period, and great opportunity, great hustle by Brianna Qualley, and smart heads up, play it out to the slot. And Emma Strauss was just unmarked coming down, a one-timer from the hash marks, but Weiser in position to make the save. Her largest of the contest so far.
Well, North Wright County now starting to feel a little pressure with time winding down.
That one bumped away out to the point. They regain control. Turnaround by Felling goes into the far corner. CPCR retreats behind their own net. Up the boards, poked at by Terabeza, but held by Brown. Brown gets up, regains control on the backhand. She's knocked to the ice again. Shelby Julian swings it up the board. Terabeza poking at it, able to get it out to center. Keono pressured by Brooklyn Johnson just inside her own blue line. Her pass deflected high and then swept back by Nola Milton. Terabeza takes the player down in front of the North Wright County bench, and that's going to lead to a penalty. They get Weiser off for the extra skater. Power play upcoming, under 4 minutes remaining in this third period. Kept in at the line, intercepted by Milton. That'll draw the whistle with 3:46 to go.
Well, here's their chance for North Wright County, as they're able to go on a power play here. Haven't been successful yet tonight, but this is an opportunity now for them with time running out. 3:46 remaining, and they're trailing 1-0 to get an opportunity with the skater advantage.
Well, they had 2 power plays, managed just 1 shot on goal while they had the advantage in that second period. Finnerty lost the handle, top of the circle, pressured, and it's chopped out to center by Ness. Johnson gave chase, and then Ness touched it up across the blue line, so it'll be offside. But they were not allowed to get a lot of good possession time or good opportunities toward the net. Face-off won by the Riverhawks. Finnerty behind her own net. Near side for Weiland. Weiland avoids a stick check and then coughed it up to Qualley. Qualley tripped up, and that's going to do it for that penalty. As Qualley got the steal, she is taken down. We're going to play 4-on-4, and then the Bluebirds will have a short power play.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's huge because it takes the advantage away from North Wright County. As you mentioned, they'll skate 4-on-4 for that minute 26, and then the Bluebirds would certainly love an opportunity on the power play to see if they can.
Well, they'll get about
away.
34 seconds.
Yep.
Face-off won by the Bluebirds. Pass across under the stick of Kylie Scott. She'll send it back in deep. Recovered by Finnerty along the end boards. Tied up by Ness, but able to now to get it ahead for Gillespie. Off the boards, too far for Peterson, and that'll be icing. Trying to spring their best scorer.
Well, that's certainly what they need to do.
Indirect stretch pass. Just not quite the angle that Gillespie needed to get her captain in with a chance to tie it up. Face off to the left of Weiser. Won by North Wright County. Brooklyn Johnson pressures Nelson a bit. Nelson able to sidestep a stick check, and she'll lead the charge to center. Lost it, kicked it ahead, and will regain in the far corner. Behind the net, pressure comes from Kylie Scott. Nelson able to stay with it, poked away by Bolander. Scott will recover off the boards. She will chip it, but not out. Holding the line was Gillespie. Gillespie into the corner with Scott. Scott bumped off it. Gillespie has it to Peterson. Her shot deflected as Scott able to recover and get a stick in on the puck. Abby Ness pressured by Peterson. Back for Scott. Scott off the glass all the way down. That'll be icing and a face-off back in the Champlain Park Coon Rapids end. 2 minutes exactly remaining in this third period. The only goal, a power play tally by Kennedy Bolander. That came at 10:34 of the first period. Timeout is called. It looks like he signaled the timeout on the part of Champlain Park Coon Rapids.
Yeah, they want to talk about things here with 2 minutes remaining. The 14 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4, and they will go on that short power play. I think they want to talk about what they want to do and holding that, or I should say nursing that 1-0 lead, hoping to advance to the next round where they'll, as we talked about, they'll face number 1 seed Maple Grove here on Tuesday night, 5 o'clock start.
5 o'clock on Tuesday night, the semifinal round. Maple Grove awaits Champlain Park Coon Rapids, looking to punch their ticket. Would be the first win in program history in a section game, this being year number 5 of the co-op.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. We'd love to see it. And as we've talked about, just a couple of minutes away from, they can hang on from that happening.
But I would have expected the timeout to come from North Wright County, talking strategy about getting the goaltender off. But with the current situation, they obviously iced the puck because they had some tired legs on some of their top players. They want those top players to be as fresh as possible over the final 2 minutes as well. And as you mentioned, they are going to have that very short power play, and they want to talk about converting, if possible. Face-off win for the Riverhawks. Finnerty works her way in. The shot handled by Wastrel, and she'll hold for another face-off.
Getting her to work, and that's what they want to do. And you know, they're looking obviously for that rebound. But Rochelle did a nice job. This
actually works perfectly, because if you win the face-off, your leading scorer gets out of the penalty box in 8 seconds. But North Wright County able to win the draw again. The shot turned away by Wastrel. Johnson able to sweep it to the line and then able to force it out. Ness sweeps it behind to Terabeza, fresh in. Terabeza is shot gloved by Weiser. And we'll get a face-off in the North Wright County end. That one was headed up over the cage, but Weiser gloves it to make sure.
She wanted to better be safe than sorry at that point. 26 seconds now on the power play here for the Bluebirds.
Another face-off win by the Riverhawks, played around. Terabeza keeps it in, shrugs off a check, tries to walk out front. That pass went off the side of the net, and then it's played out to center by the Riverhawks. Under 10 seconds to go. Scott ahead for Brooklyn Johnson. Johnson into the high slot, had it chopped away by Nelson. Terabeza gets it to Johnson, who sends it in deep. We're back to 5-on-5. And we are down to the final minute of regulation. Riverhawks play it out to center, turned around by Ness, sent right back in by Terabeza for the Bluebirds. Just want to keep them in this end, prevent them from getting that goalie out. Peterson had it chopped away by Terabeza. Terabeza will skate in and sweep it back down low. She'll give chase, high up there with Nelson. Puck swept to Peterson. Ahead, kicked along, and that'll be icing.
That's big.
With 27 seconds remaining. And now we have the North Wright County timeout. Champlain Park, Coon Rapids, they can feel it, they can taste it.
They can.
But still 27 and a half seconds away.
Yeah, they obviously want to just play smart hockey and make sure that they run this last 27.4 seconds off the clock and move to the next round and get that first playoff win.
Coach Gutterman and the Bluebirds had that as their top priority this season.
Yep.
When they opened, is one of their main goals was, we want to get a win in the sections. It's been far too long, and with the group that they had, knew that this type of season would be a possibility.
Well, and we talked about the fact that interesting matchup coming in round 2, that they will be able to play against Jim Coltis, former coach, and Maple Grove.
And they just added another second and a half to the time, so 29 seconds remain for North Wright County to try to even it up. But a fantastic opportunity here for the Champlain Park Coon Rapids Fighting Bluebirds.
Yeah, absolutely. And they know they can feel it. The faceoff is going to be down in the Riverhawks end. We're just trying to close this one out and move on to the next level.
The Riverhawks have done a nice job of winning faceoffs all game long, but especially over the last couple of minutes. Champlain Park Coon Rapids able to pressure on the boards, and they're happy to tie it up in the corner as long as possible. Carrying behind is Nelson, ahead for Gillespie. She passes it between her two teammates. Kylie Scott tracking it down in her own end. Can't get it past Peterson. Finnerty digging away. CPCR trying to tie it up. 5 seconds and 4, 2, 1. And that is it. Champlain Park Coon Rapids will go to the semifinals to face off against their former coach.
Yeah, that's a big win for this program. And just the fact that you've been a program for 5 years. Now you get that first win. And it's a great opportunity for the Bluebirds to move on to a game that has so much meaning to them. I mean,
this was definitely a large goal for the team coming in.
Yep.
But mission not yet accomplished.
No.
They would love, on top of love, an opportunity to hand a little revenge to their former coach, Jim Coltis, and the Maple Grove Crimson.
And we watched part of that game, and Maple Grove with four goals in that third period, and the win over Irondale. That's pretty impressive. They look like a pretty good club.
Well, we will take a break, see if we can get some post-game reaction right after this. You're watching CTN's coverage of girls high school hockey. Back at Roseville Ice Arena, Champlain Park Coon Rapids, the minor upset. A 1-0 win over 4th-seeded North Wright County. Down on the sidelines with some post-game reaction is Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. I'm here with Coach Gutterman and Kennedy Bolander, the star of the game. Let me talk to you first, Kennedy. Yeah, first of all, I'm sure you didn't think that goal in the first period was going to be the game winner. Talk about that opportunity you guys had for that goal.
It was beautiful. I thought I messed it up because I missed the puck, but Molly got it to the net, and I just was able to finish it. It was really just awesome.
Well, certainly congratulations on that. How exciting is it for you to go to the next round facing Maple Grove of all teams?
We are so excited. This is like, we say the curse is broken. This is the first time in probably 13 years that we've made it past a quarterfinal game, so we're all extremely excited.
Well, congratulations. Good luck on Tuesday. Coach, I know one of the goals that you said is we're going to win a game in the sections. You got to feel pretty good about tonight's win.
Yeah, I am. I'm just super proud of the girls. There was points in that game. North Wright County is a heck of a team. They're very well coached. And we had to hold on, but you know what? The girls found that extra reserve, and they battled and were able to get the win. So I'm super proud of them.
Maddie played well in goal. Obviously, getting the shutout, it's got to be pretty exciting for that as well.
Absolutely. I'm without her performance, who knows what it would have happened today. I mean, she had some huge saves, so it's very exciting to see her step up when we needed it.
Talk about that matchup Tuesday night with Maple Grove. Should be a fun one.
You know what? I mean, it's not going to get any easier. We knew that coming in. I think this is the deepest section in state, and that showed tonight in a great 5-4 game. And I think it's going to be the same thing on Tuesday. It's going to be a heck of a battle, and we're excited to go give Maple Grove everything they can handle.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations, and we will see you on Tuesday night.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, we're going to throw it back to you, Joe. Take it away.
All right, well, thank you, Howie Shapiro. That will definitely be on our next contest to cover. It will be Maple Grove and Champlain Park Coon Rapids in the Section 5-2A semifinal game on Tuesday night. Rogers and Mounds View getting set to take the ice next. Centennial and Osseo Park Center will wrap up the action on a quarterfinal Saturday. But that will do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Champlain Park Coon Rapids 1, North Wright County 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.